Welcome to the second episode of Stay Smoov with Butta Johnson. I'm your host, Philip Gibson. The title of this episode is It's All Personal. And in it, we get to look at where Butta Johnson is as a student athlete, what his attitude is toward playing his sport, and what role his faith plays in his life. We also want to talk to him a little bit about what is on his near horizon, what's coming up. Of course, we want to again thank our sponsor, Stephen Cole, attorney at law, and the Gibson Agency Group Insurance Agency for supporting this endeavor. We also give a special thanks to John Hobbs for his effort in putting this show together. And with that, let's jump right into episode 2 to Stay Smoov. It's all personal. How's it going, Butta?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, before we get started, I have to correct a terrible mistake I made last time when we were talking about your name. Remember I mentioned Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.? He wasn't the star of The Fugitive. He was the star of a show called The FBI. So I got to apologize to you and apologize to all fans of both the fans of The Fugitive and The FBI. So, and because of weird rules regarding what we can and cannot say and do with this interview, I can't really introduce you the way I want to. I can't say certain things about you. I have to ask questions and let you tell us about yourself. I can say you played basketball in high school at Grissom High under legendary coach Jack Doss. I cannot say where you go to school now, but I can ask, where do you go to school now?
I am a sophomore at UAB
Okay,
University.
Are you still playing basketball?
Yes, sir.
Do you play on the school team?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, I think everybody knows that, knows you, but people who might not know you, I want them to know that. So you're a sophomore UAB basketball player, and let's get people to know you. Give us the tale of the tape. How tall are you? What do you weigh? What's your vertical? How many pizzas can you eat? I mean, give us some details about you physically that people should know.
And I'm 6'4", 190, combo guard. Play the 1 and the 2. I got pretty good vert. I can get up a little bit. I think we tested our vert a couple of weeks ago. I think I was about 30, running to jump. I think it was like 38.
Whoa! Did they test your standing vertical?
Not the standing one yet.
Well, 38 is still pretty. That's pretty stout. Well, I know you put on about 10 pounds. You said you put on about 10 pounds of muscle this summer. You're up to 190. Is that right?
Yeah, 190.
Yeah, I saw you a couple of weeks ago. You look pretty strong. You look like you've put on all muscle.
Right. Yeah, I just been gaining weight, eating a lot more. Strength and conditioning coach. Shout out to John. He's been make sure I just been getting bigger, getting to the weight that I need to be at.
Of course, you worked this summer with Brandon Horton, right?
Right.
You got to
Yeah,
give
B
him
Brand.
you got to give
Yeah,
him a
B
little
Hort.
love too, right?
Right. Yeah, most definitely gotta give love to B Horton for sure. Yeah, Coach B. He's one of the main reasons why like I just got strong in the weight room in the first place when I first moved and came down to Alabama. And having him by my side from the jump has been amazing. Getting my body right, getting my physique right, just being the best player that I can be. And then also, training me at a college level, at a college pace. And so by the time I came to college, it was nothing new.
All right, cool. Um, I want to jump right into your playing style. One of the things when you played last year, one of the things I noticed is just how tough you were guarding people, and it looked like every time you guarded somebody, it looked like it was a fist fight. I mean, you were so physical, you were so competing. And do you remember what you told me at that time when I remarked about it? We've talked about it since then, but do you remember what you told me when I said, "Man, you really guard people tough"?
I can't remember exactly what it is.
Well, you told me you said when you played defense, you said it was personal
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
no, yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, tell me about your mindset when you're out there guarding people.
Yeah, I'm always, my dad instilled that in me, taking defense personal, not letting the man in front of you score. A lot of people within my generation, around my age, don't have wasn't really taught to take defense personal, or that's something that they really don't care about, but I do. And, I take pride in my defense, and whoever I'm up against, I plan on stopping them. And so I don't like to get scored on. I get sometimes may even get frustrated with myself, even if I'm playing good offensively. If I'm not playing good defensively, then I know I need to step it up.
Well, you can really tell that you do take your defense personally. So, and I appreciate it. I mean, as a former coach, even if you couldn't play offense, and I know you can, you have a tremendous offensive game. Just the way you play defense, you would have been my kind of player guarding people. I want to jump into. We're kind of trying to cover a lot of ground in a little bit of time, and I know we got some time constraints. You got to get back to studying, right?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Of course you do. That's the right answer, always. So I want to ask you a little bit. I know you're a man of faith. I think you've touched on it with me before, but uh, your faith plays an important role not just in your life but in your basketball. What kind of edge does that give you, or do you feel like it gives you?
Yeah, I feel like having God by my side most definitely gives me edge, and I feel like having Him being with me and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ being with me, um, is for sure a plus. A lot of people may not really know Him, and they need to get to know Him, and because having the Lord by your side is amazing. He does so many things, and He has blessed me so much. And I know with Him by my side, He will never leave me nor forsake me. And so I know when times get hard, I know I can just lean on Him. And I know when times are going really great, I know I can still lean on Him, and then just give Him the glory He deserves.
That's I mean, as a believer, I know exactly what you're talking about. Not everything's not everything's smooth sailing, and there are times when it's. And I know even last year you had ups and downs during your season, and so having that faith to lean on has really got to help you through the tough times and help you stay the course and know that eventually things are going to work out right. Is that right?
Right, for
Okay.
sure.
I want to talk to you a little bit too about some of your former teammates. Uh, I think you still stay in touch with Coach Doss and some of the other people back at Grissom High. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So who are some of the people you reach out to?
I stay in touch with Coach Doss, Coach Vickers, Mr. Steve, and I most definitely touch with the players too. And so just talking to the upcoming seniors, Brendan Martin, and Justin McCall. They're the two leaders of the group right now. So just staying in touch with them. Also, just giving enlightenment to everyone else on the team too. Guys that I can reach out to, like Javon and Melvin, the other guys on the team. Just giving them tips about college, and also just giving them tips about just the game in general and off the court too.
That's good. So you're keeping your personal contacts personal. Is that right?
Right.
And I think two of your former running mates, they're playing Division I, 2. R.J. Johnson's at Kennesaw State, and Izzy Miles is at Tarleton State in Texas. Do you stay in touch with them?
Oh yes, sir. Most definitely. I stay in touch with them uh, pretty much every week, or if not every week, every other week. Just giving them pointers and checking in on them, checking in on how they're doing. On and off the court. And so just continue to tell them to keep going, keep working hard. And big things are coming for them that they're going to be able to get this upcoming year.
Well, they are where you were last year, right? So you probably can give some insight into what they're or have some insight into what they're experiencing right now, and tell them how to face things and adjust to things and accept certain challenges. Would that be a fair statement?
Yep. Being me being there for them, being a great prime example. to on how things are, coming in as a freshman, and what things that the coaches expect from them, and just things everybody expects from them, and also, but they're good kids, they're good dudes, so I'm pretty sure they're not having many problems at all.
So, and as a former coach, I'm kind of curious. What is the main thing you tell them to do as far as their approach to the game and to practice and to basketball in general?
Mainly just to keep the main thing the main thing. Don't let anything off the court distract you. Stay focused on what you got to do and what you have to do on the court and also in the classroom. You know, there's uh there's there's what I want to say, there's things that they should be going after this year. I know they got personal goals, and so if they want to reach those personal goals that they have in mind, then keeping the main thing is always what's going to be most important.
Well, it's kind of impressive. I know you got a full schedule on your own, and you're taking time to reach out to the people that were left behind in Huntsville and that you were teammates before. So I think that's pretty commendable on your behalf that you're making time to keep in touch with everybody. Well, you got the season. We're here in the end of October, so the season's coming up. When's your first game?
First game is Monday, October 30th.
Where are you playing?
We'll be here hosting Morehouse in
And
Bartow.
now it's an exhibition game, though, right?
Yep, expedition.
And then when's the first regular season game?
First one will be November 6th against Bradley.
And that's the following Monday.
Yep, should be following Monday.
And for fans like me who want to come see you play, is it going to be at home or do we got to go to wherever Bradley is?
We'll be hosting. We'll be hosting Bradley again.
All right, cool. Now look, I want to talk to you next week. We got to keep this thing going. I want to talk to you next week after your game against Morehouse, and want to see how you do. I plan to be there, so make sure you say hey to me. Don't ignore me. I know you're gonna be focused on playing, but I'm gonna be screaming. So I want at least an acknowledgement from you that you see me. Okay.
Well, definitely. I'll see you.
All right, man. Hey, look, you have a good night. Get back to studying, and we'll talk. We'll check back in next week. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, we appreciate you, Butta.
You're the man. All right. Good night.
You too. Have a good one.
All right. You too. Just like it's personal with Butta and his approach to competition and how he plays, it's also personal with how our sponsors deal with their clients. Stephen Cole genuinely cares about his injured clients that he represents throughout the state of Alabama. It's one reason he gives out his cell phone number, not some 800 number. When you call 256-541-7384, you will get Stephen Cole himself and not some random call center or someone who has to direct your call. The same is true when you call the Gibson Agency at 256-262-7115. When you call that number, you will get Joe, Ethan, or Philip Gibson on the phone to take care of all your insurance needs. Well, this kind of concludes our second episode. It's all personal with and Stay Smoov with Butta Johnson. Again, I want to give thanks to our sponsors, and a special thanks to John Hobbs for putting on this show. And keep a lookout for our next episode. And until then, like Butta, stay smooth.